was one of those guys that we all knew, you know, as a great guitar player, and never got to the point where he got to be in that magical, you know, back page. He would have been, though. If he would have stayed alive, he would have been one of those guys. Everybody that's into any kind of glam rock, anybody that's in any of that kind of rock, worships Mick Ronson.
Oh, we don't talk much, we just ball and play, then we move around like tigers on Vaseline. You know the rhythm comes out better on the stolen guitar. You're the blessed where the spiders from Mars. Yeah, come on, come on. You really gotta prepare.
When something new happens, there's always a goldfish bowl, you know, and everybody gets very precious because they're part of it. You know, money doesn't matter. It's just something that's happening. It's great. You looked at David, who was like from another planet, and then you looked at Mick, who was like God's gift to women, you know. I mean, it was like a lethal combination. And it was going places, and it was going places quick.
I'm up on the 11th floor and I'm watching the cruisers below. He's down on the street and he's trying hard to force us to flow. Oh, my heart's in the basement.
I looked at it for about 2 seconds, and it was like looking at Hendrix for the first time. It was like, oh no, you know. Now we have to deal with this.
Forgot my 6-string razor and hit the sky. Halfway to Memphis for a ride.
He was my favourite guitar player, and probably always will be.
He was musically trained and could play just about anything, and had a revolutionary spirit about it. And it didn't stay around long enough to get stale. It kind of zipped off real fast.
We'd been through flower power and blues, that's what had come before, and everybody felt like we need a bit of showbiz, we need a bit of pizzazz, you know. And it was really brilliant the way it was done. Elton walked out halfway through, said this ain't rock and roll, and it wasn't. But it was amazing.
What was interesting about it in order, they were like kind of 3.5-minute songs, you know, with this blistering guitar sound.
There was a sexuality in the music. Certainly there was a sexuality in David's attitude. Certainly there was a sexuality in what happened between David and Mick. And even though it was a puffy thing, it turned the girls on enormously. There was nothing stereotypical about what they were doing. They were laying down a new cipher.
When he played his first few notes and just was getting his tone out of his amplifier, David and I looked at each other and we went like silently, wow.
Mr. Bowie, what a fucking caper.
I visited a recording session of Transformer on one day when David invited me. To me, it sounded so awesome and revolutionary, you know, really brand new, crisp sound and all that, and I was really impressed. Mick was a great producer, and what he did, Your Arsenal for Morrissey, is considered Morrissey's one of his best solo albums.
Mick Ronson said, here, I'm playing with Bob Dylan.
This is why the world loves Ronno. Because, man, he came up to the stage and somebody put a guitar in his hand. And he didn't ask what key it was, he didn't ask what the song was, he just started playing, you know? He just started playing and he blew the place apart. Absolutely blew the place apart.
Well, he wasn't innocent exactly in that other way, because none of us were, but he wasn't innocent.
I'd like to introduce you my partner over there on the guitar, Mr. Mick Ronson. It's called Sweet Dreamer.
It was a privilege. It was a privilege musically, and it was a privilege because he was a good friend, you know. And real good friends don't grow on trees.